Yo, welcome to Sports and Street Talk Season 2, Episode 2. I'm one of your hosts, Josh Portis.
I'm Rob Gordon.
And I'm Rock Jones.
And today we got a very special guest in the building today, my man DJ Quicksilva. What's up, Quick?
Man, I was about to freestyle, man. Had that beat on, man. Y'all know I had a hit record back in 09, man. I think I still got it. Where they do that at?
Right, where you do that at?
In real life.
Nah,
the man, the myth,
man,
the legend.
Man, straight up, man. Quick is, I think, one of the most inspirational people on this earth. I mean, when I say that, I mean, he lives and breathes what his message is every day. I don't know if you guys follow him. A vitamin of the day is every single day, man. Every day. A positive message that gives back to the youth. And more importantly, man, he's going to leave something when he leaves on this earth today, as far as, the legacy that he wants to leave behind. So I really respect the man for what he does, obviously in the music world, but, what he does for the youth too as well. But I'm gonna let him, dive into, what he got going on. I know, Quick, you got so much going on over there, brother.
That was a hell of an intro, man. Right?
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I've been getting these intros lately, and I've been looking like they talking about me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Jay,
Nah, man. Well, first I'm gonna say it's an honor, man. I never take anything lightly. I don't care if I'm interviewing with anybody. I mean, anybody who's interested in hearing my story or anything. I'm always humbled by it. Like I've never gotten to a position in my life where I feel like I'm too good for anything or too big for anything. I really appreciate y'all even having me on your show. I watched you guys, for years. I'm in your own perspective lanes, and to see what you guys are doing together is commendable. So I give you all three of y'all flowers just for doing something like this, man.
And man said the flowers.
He got I'm getting flowers out.
Okay.
Well, since you
We
giving
got
out
four
flowers.
kings up here. Let's go.
Since you giving out flowers, I got to give you your flowers.
Oh, hey.
Josh, listen, look. Josh gave you your flowers. I got to give you your flowers. Because when
Thank
I
you,
first
brother.
came home from school, you pulled me aside and we had several different conversations. You mentored me through several different things, from having a kid to relationships to business. So I want to say thank you to you, my brother.
I love you, brother.
You know
I love you real. I love you the real kind, man.
I love you the real kind.
This is my guy.
From starting in radio, got me started, gave me opportunities, man. So I truly appreciate you for everything that you've done, not only for me, but for DC and for the culture here in the DMV.
Thank you,
man.
man.
I appreciate you for that, man. You are a legend.
Oh, man. Jeez.
This
is crazy, man.
A lot of people don't know your story, Quick.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll give y'all another exclusive. I've been filming a documentary for the last few weeks called Who is Quicksilva? And the reason why I started this documentary is because most people, you're right, they know DJ Quicksilva. He's a household name for 25 plus years. Yeah. Radio, TV, we all know DJ Quicksilva. Yeah, it's Quick. Like, we know him. He's a household.
Exactly.
But most people don't know anything about me.
Well,
anything. Like they know with social media, right. They see me post and they know me in the clubs, radio. But when people find out my backstory and things that I've been through in my life, and I can't give y'all too much because I want them to watch the documentary when it comes out.
Let's get into a little bit of it.
Right? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You gotta get a little bit out. You gotta leave a little bit on the table, huh?
But it's just crazy. I was talking, to the young lady Abini, who's based out of LA. I don't know if you know Abini, but that's who was producing and filming my documentary. And she actually hit me because I posted something, one of my accolades or something like that. And she hit me in my comments first, like, it's crazy how big you are and how much a lot of people don't know it because you don't boast
brag.
about it. Like you just work.
Brag.
Like Quick literally will be, DJing an event with 10,000 people. Then he's flying to LA with Puff. And I don't even post a lot of that stuff. Like I just do it. So when she has seen something, she like, you need a documentary. So I replied back with like the eyes, like, well, you the best in the business with this. What we doing?
Yeah.
And then she literally called me that day, and I flew to LA, and we sat down, and I told her my story over a few hours, and she was looking at me like, wow, like you really have done a lot, and you've been through a lot. I mean, from I can say this. A lot of people know this. I mean, I lost my mom at the age of 10. Mm-hmm. I got shot when I was 13. Was paralyzed and couldn't walk for months. Barely graduated high school, lost my dad when I turned 18. Been on my own ever since. I've been in 5 major car accidents that should have killed my life. Like you name it, like I've been through everything bad, like everything. Like anything you think of, Quick has been through that. And I never let my past dictate my future. I think that was my biggest thing, is that a lot of people, when they see my success and they see all the awards and global spin, the accolades, they don't know what it takes to get there. Most people want success, but they really don't want it when they find out how much work it takes. Mm-hmm. Most people want success, but when they find out how consistent you have to be over years to make yourself relevant and stay at the top of your craft. I tell people this all the time. It's easy to catch a wave. Like, everybody catches a wave. You know, you get hot and whatever it is for a year, and you trend for 3 years. You know how hard it is to get hot and stay hot for 25 years? Like that's not normal. It's not normal. Like, it's really not normal. And when I was talking to me, it's like, Quick, like, people have known you for decades, but not that they don't forget about things you've done, but like you need to tell your story. And I'm like, all right, well, if you believe in it that much. And I was like, you know what? And we started filming, and right now it went from just being a documentary to now it's going to be like a series, like what do they call it? A docuseries, right? Yeah. So we're on like episode 7 right now, and we haven't even gotten to like the halfway point. So she's like, you might get like 3 seasons from a network somewhere, because look, Quick, it's so much, right? And, you got the Rockefeller years, you got, but here go the crazy part when she was saying to us. So we've been filming, and she was like, the part that's scary, Quick, is that most people, when they do like docuseries, it's when they're done. And they want to like now recap things they've done. She said, right now, you're still doing more stuff. So like right when we're done, the next day you in Dubai with Beyonce DJing. Like, and now I got to film some more. It's like I haven't peaked yet. And I think that's it's a gift from God, but that's a testimony of my hard work, dedication, and consistency.
Yeah. Love it.
Real quick.
Absolutely.
So it's the NBA playoffs, and this is Sports and Street Talk. So
absolutely.
Let's play a little game. So we're gonna call this 1, 2, 3. Like, your free throws, you won. The 2's gonna be like your mid range, and the 3, that's gonna be everything. Right?
Understood.
So what we're gonna do is, I want you to give me your 3 biggest accomplishments and moments of your life.
Wow. You gotta go all in the documentary. No. I'm not worried about that.
And don't go surface neither. Don't give me no surface stuff.
No, I'm trying really. So you said the 3 biggest moments in my life, as far as like.
Give me your 1, which is your free throw. That was easy. Give me your 2. That's mid range, a little bit harder.
And these are accomplishments.
Accomplishments.
One that's I'm gonna say
moments.
The one moment. Well, a lot of people didn't know when I was talking about this. I was a DJ on BET 106 in Park for 5 seasons. Mm-hmm. A lot of people forgot it. Then I remember I posted like a Throwback Thursday, and they were like, I totally forgot you was the DJ on 106 in Park. I was so used to watching, who AJ Free or Terrence and Roxy. I never paid attention to who the DJ was. Yeah, man. I was like, that was me. Yeah, look at the camera. That's me back there. Right. And a lot of people were like, I had no idea. So that's one of the free throws. Like, oh dang, I had no idea Quick was the DJ on 106 in Park. I had no idea. If I would say then the
mid-range,
the mid-range accomplishment, when I DJ'd on Rock the Mic tour. Crazy. I was Lil Mo's tour DJ for years. That's my sister. I love her to death. I just talked to her today. But on that tour, you had Lil Mo, Fabulous, Missy, Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. And we did 30 cities. Just imagine a guy from East Baltimore now DJing on a tour for 30 cities with Jay-Z, 50, Missy, Busta, Fab, Mo. And I did all 30 cities. So just if you'd have told me when I first started DJing, one day you're going to get to the level and you can be DJing on tours with Jay-Z. And I'm like, that's not even possible.
It's not realistic. Come on,
that's like somebody, hey Rob, you're a comedian. One day you're going to be on stage standing with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor at the same time. Right. In your mind, I know I'm good, but I'm not, me and Eddie aren't doing a show together. Like, it's just not going to happen. Right. But then one day you get a call, hey Rob Gordon, you're going to do a show, and right now it's you, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, and Kevin Hart. You like,
I received that
click. But it's like, when did that happen? I don't even remember how did I get to a level where I'm DJing on the tour with these guys? Yeah, right. So that was my mid range. Okay. Now my 3, winning. So I don't know if everybody knows what the Global Spin Awards are. So the Global Spin Awards are equivalent to the Grammys or the Oscars. Mm-hmm. So every actor has a vision that one day I can get a movie and I can win an Oscar. Mm-hmm. Like when you win an Oscar, now you're Oscar winner, your price changes. Mm-hmm. And every artist one day wants to win a Grammy. Mm-hmm. Every artist, right? Right. Every DJ wants to win a Global Spin Award. That's the highest award show. That's not the biggest DJ in the DMV or the East Coast. That's literally all the biggest DJs in the world. Right. So the first year, I don't have one, I have two of them. Mm-hmm. I've won twice. Mm-hmm. I've been nominated 4 times, but I've actually won twice. Mm-hmm. The first time I won a Global Spin Award, it was in New York. I want to say it was 2015, I think it was. But I'm just walking in this room, and once again, in my mind, like I'm not this Quicksilva that people tell me I am. I'm just a regular guy, right? Right. So I walk in the room, and it's all the biggest DJs in the world.
Give me some names. Drop some names.
DJ Khaled, come on. Kid Capri, Tiesto, Jazzy Jeff,
come on. Jazzy Jeff,
Funkmaster Flex, Drama. I mean, everybody, like the big. Now, I ain't talking your local. I'm talking no local. Like everybody in this room is a national, international household name. Right. And my mind is like, why are you in this room, Quick? You're not there yet. That's what sometimes I think about myself, right? Mm-hmm. But I think that's good because I never get so caught up in my own hype that I don't want to work more. Right. So I'm in the room, and the category I was in. It was the craziest thing because the category was like Northeast Regional Club DJ of the Year, like who does the biggest parties over the world from the Northeast region. And when they think East Coast, most people think what? East Coast, New York. And when you think West Coast, you think LA. And if you think South, you think either
Atlanta,
Texas. Or maybe Texas, right?
Texas, Houston.
When you think East Coast, you think just New York. Yeah. Like you don't think DC, Baltimore, Delaware, Virginia. You might think Philly.
You might get Philly.
Right, you might get Philly, but Baltimore, DC, Virginia, Delaware. We're never in the East Coast.
Nah.
So I'm up for a award, and I'm looking at the category I'm in. And it's literally all of New York versus me. So in my category that year, it was Envy, Clue, Funk Flex, Self, Pro Style, Camilo, like all the biggest DJs from New York that I've grown up listening to for years. And then it was Quicksilva. Mm-hmm. And I'm matter of fact, with my phone, I'm gonna show y'all this and give y'all exclusive. But I still got to fly my phone. But as I'm doing it, right, I'm looking and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way in the hell I'm gonna win. Because it's all in New York versus me.
Right.
So now DJ Drama was actually he was the host, the presenter. Okay. So he comes on there and they going through everything. And it sounds so crazy. It was like, from New York City. Then they get to me like, oh, from Baltimore, DC, wherever. Like it was almost, say wherever. They say wherever. But it was just like, almost like, yeah. And then Drama opened the thing. And the winner is... He's like, oh, that's my guy. He deserve it. DJ Quicksilva. And everybody start clapping. Right. And I'm thinking, I ain't move. I'm like, I guess there's another Quicksilva in this room. I'm like, and my wife was like, baby, get up. I'm like, oh, I won?
Right.
No, I really won? Like,
I took you by surprise. When you least expected too.
Whoa, like,
when you least expected.
Like, how? Yeah. And I think at that moment, it hit me that I'm really a household name. Yeah. Like globally now, like when I say it bugged me out. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can zoom in on this, but this is the category that I won. Like I don't know
what a camera. How's your zoom, Jamar?
Look at it. Look how crazy it looks.
That look crazy. So you got Envy, you got everybody on there.
Like all the biggest.
You was in the middle too.
I'm in the middle.
That's wild.
And I ended up winning. So like that was the moment that hit me like you're no longer a local DJ. You're no longer a regional DJ. You're not even a national DJ. Quicksilva's a global household name. Right. And over the years I've done things, I've DJed in every US city. I've done 10 different countries. Like I've done so much. I toured in Brazil by myself, and I don't know a lot of DJs that's toured. Like a lot of DJs who tour, they tour with an artist.
Talk your talk.
So like, it's the artist is the focus, and the DJ is kind of just, it comes because I need somebody to play my music. I've DJed tours where it was just me, like Quicksilva and friends, Quicksilva, So like, and this has been like locally and internationally. And once again, a lot of people just don't know some of these things. So when the documentary comes out, and I got footage and videos from everything I've done over the last 20 years, and people gonna be like, yo, I really had no idea. Like we know Quick was the guy in DMV and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know, like, people know this guy in Japan. Mm-hmm. Like Quicksilva's DJ in Brazil, and I DJ'd the welcome home party for the troops in Germany when they first went to war. Like, I was that DJ. Like, people just don't know these things.
Right.
But they're going to know once Who Was Quicksilva comes out.
That's all right, man.
Quick. Actually, you know, I'm from LA, so I got homies out there in Long Beach, and they was like, yeah, so, when is that, Sports and Street Talk Season 2 kicking off? I was just like, it's on. He was like, y'all got some people on? I was like, yeah, we got DJ Quicksilva coming out. Oh, DJ Quicksilva?
It's
I'm
crazy.
like, yeah, people know you everywhere.
Everywhere.
They know you everywhere. And the beautiful thing about it is your groundwork from how many years in the club? How many years been DJing?
I started DJing when I was 10 years old. So that was back in 1990. But I've been professional in nightclubs since 95. So for the last 26 years, I've been 5 to 7 nights a week somewhere.
If you could share with the people at home what you always share with me, or we've talked several times, why do you stay in the club? Like you, all the accolades that you have so many different things that you've done. You've touched different coasts. You've been different places. You can go around the world. You can tour. You can do whatever you want. But you stay consistently working every single night. I see you out. You out. Why do you consistently do that?
Because I love what I do. I've been blessed that I've never worked a job in my life.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now I've DJ'd and done a radio but that's not work for me.
Right.
You play football at one point in time as a kid just because you like playing it. Yeah. Making it to the league is like that's the cherry on top. Now you get a check for it.
Facts.
So now I make a lot of money doing something that I've done as a kid just because I like doing it. I still get a high off of making people have fun. And the beauty in me, and my manager Sean Caesar always jokes about this. He says like locally in DC,
right? Like
I still DJ all the big parties, and then I do my own little R&B Wednesdays, stuff like that. But that I do it just because I don't need to do it to stay relevant or for money. For the check, I just like doing it. So, but Sean was like, it's amazing that you'll literally be in Miami DJing at Live. Mm-hmm. Then you'll live, and then you'll fly to Houston and DJ at Chapman and Kirby with 3,000 people. Right. Then you'll leave Houston and you'll fly to Charlotte at Stats with 1,000 people. Right. Then you'll leave Charlotte. This is real weekend.
This is a lineup. That's a quick lineup. That's a schedule. That's a schedule.
This just happened, right?
Go ahead and say what you say.
Talk. In real life.
In
real life.
Stop it. We not boasting. I'm just like speaking facts. A lot of times when people speak facts, it might sound like a person's bragging to somebody who hasn't been there yet. But these are just facts, right? But in that, I say that I'll go DJing all these big parties all over the world and then literally fly home and do a party with 100 people in DC. Right. Just because I like doing it. Right. Like I really enjoy music is an art form that saves lives. It's no better feeling than me watching me play a record than she starts smiling like, hey, Craig, it's my jam. I made her day. She might have been having a horrible day, or he might have been having a horrible time at work or in his relationship, whatever the case. Right. But when he or she comes to the club, I curate something that make them forget about all the other bullshit they're going through. Yeah. So now that to me is like, you ever been to church and it's 5, I don't know, let's just say it's 100 people in the congregation and the pastor's preaching, but you feel like he's talking directly to you?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I feel as a DJ. Like I try my best. I always say I'm not DJing, I'm performing at this point. Mm-hmm. My goal is to make you come to a party with Quicksilva's DJ. And there's a lot of good, dope DJs, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when Quicksilva DJs, you see a difference. Mm-hmm. Like you see the difference. Beanie was here in Virginia last night. I played at Donna. And it was, I think it was like 4 or 5 other DJs playing. It was like 2 guys before me, whatever, right? So everybody's playing and people are dancing, having fun and everything. And this was her first time seeing me live. So she's like, I've seen you on the radio and TV, or I've seen your Instagram. I said, you never seen me live? Like I really perform. Like I'm the most calm guy in the world. Man. You know this when I'm not mixing. But when I started DJing,
it's different.
Like the party king, it's a dip. So she's like, all right, well, I guess I'll see. And literally, like, by like my third record, you know, when I come on, I'm gonna talk my stuff. I'm gonna tell the light man, turn the lights off. I'm gonna like get the mood right. And by like my third song, like everybody was up, hands up. And she texted me like, wow, now I see the difference. That's why I get these big bookings all over the world. It's not that there's not other dope DJs. It's a lot of dope DJs that I love. But I've perfected performing as a DJ, knowing how to talk on the mic and say something on the mic and make the record go with exactly what I just said. A lot of DJs, they DJ, then you got a host that's just screaming all night, this is crazy in here, everybody, bottles coming out, more bottles, oh, it's so crazy, it's lit, oh my God, it's crazy, I'm the best host in the world, yes, oh, stop the music, play another record. And I'm like, oh my God. So with me, I just talk to people and I literally say things like, shout out to all my teachers in the building. If you love your kid, but you can't stand their parents, put one hand up right now. Then the hand goes up. All right, now with that being said, if you love yourself and you love your life and you're glad to be alive, put the other hand up. And now while I got your hands up, all I do is win, no matter what.
Right.
And now I remember like somebody was like, yo, he got people doing the hokey pokey. Like, but I literally say what I want. That's why a lot of times, no disrespect to hosts, I like hosting I want to host when I DJ.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know exactly what I want to say and it's going to go with the next record. So if I'm talking about, I know it's hot in here and whatever, all my independent ladies get money, I get money. Like the song goes with what I'm saying. It's hard to do that when you're not talking on the mic performing. So I really DJ like I'm a performer. I don't just play records, and like I play and I talk my stuff to go with the next record or the prior record, and that's what has separated me from a lot of dope DJs.
Giving out gems out here.
Nah,
Jim, don't get too much sauce.
Y'all good, man.
So quick.
Go ahead.
How would you say you elevated your level of success?
Consistency. Consistency in marketing and branding. A lot of people don't invest in themselves. A lot of people, when they start making money, the first thing they do is they spend all of it. And then when they think they're gonna make more money, they spend it in their head, and as soon as the money comes in, it's gone.
Build your brand, folks.
Or a lot of people spend money for the wrong reason. They spend money to impress people that don't like them.
They don't even care about them. They don't even care what you're doing.
Or they spend money to impress chicks. And I tell them all the time, if a chick like you, she like you. She knows she like you. Like it might sound like. The extra stuff we do is just for us and our egos. A girl told me, she said, most girls won't admit it, but a girl knows by the first day if she gonna give you something. Like she already know. Like she knows. She might make you work a little more, but in her mind, it's like, damn, I want to get that nigga. I want to get that nigga.
She like you.
Right. If she like you, she like you. If she don't, you don't. Like it's a lot of guys that think because they got money, they cool. It's a lot of corny guys with money. Like this because you got money don't mean that everybody gonna like you. So for me, what I did was when I first started making money, I invested in myself. Like I remember like even like when I first came in DC, I was DJing at H2O years ago with Abdul. And I remember like when I first started DJing at H2O, they never like promoted the DJs. It was always like, you know, whoever's present and, you know, music by DC's hottest DJs. And it was real generic. So I had this random idea to make these flyers that says, welcome to H2O performing live DJ Quicksilva. And I put my face on the flyer and then I made like these stand-up billboards. So when you walked in, and I remember like the first night I put them all up, I had all these billboards up with my picture and face, and all the DJs who were playing with me, they walked in and they were so mad at the owner. Like, that's crazy, man. I've been mixing here forever. And you got Quicksilva picture everywhere. And he said, I ain't do that. He paid for all that.
Yeah.
Like he did all that.
Right.
But that's what always separated me. I never ever waited for somebody to put me on. Right. I never waited for somebody to make me hot. I made myself hot. And if you didn't give me my just dues, I'm gonna show you why I don't need you. Right. So now you don't want to promote me, cool. No problem. I got my own fly person, make my own fly. I got my own street team, put on my own things. I'm gonna make remember I had the I love Quicksilva shades. Like I do things that other people just won't do because they spend money on all the wrong things. So I always spent money marketing myself. People used to walk in the club with shades on and say I love Quicksilva, smoking quick sticks before hookahs got popular. Yeah. Like I always branded everything as quick something, quick shades, quick sticks. You remember when I had billboard trucks riding up in there? I owned those billboard trucks. Yeah. So I bought billboard trucks to promote myself, But then it turned into a business because I realized other people and other companies wanted to promote themselves.
Right.
So now if I wasn't doing anything, I ran out to Josh or whoever, and now you can promote your podcast that week. But when this weekend come, I need to take you down and put me back up because I'm so now it became a business. Right. But once again, it's always marketing and branding myself and never getting comfortable.
You know, speaking of that, never getting comfortable, I mean, I think this what really caught my eye. And I was just like, man, he's doing things that I haven't seen before, is when we talked about, you know, having that school for DJing, you know,
that was crazy
with the youth, and you know, having classes and training these young kids and just giving a vision, being positive, being inspirational, and having Funk Flex on the big screen, talking to them. You know, that's, you don't see DJs doing that. No. Explain to me how that got started, and two, like, you know, where you see yourself going with that.
So the name of my DJ school is called Quick and Easy DJs. Shout out to my partner DJ Be Easy. And that's how I came up with the name. I'm DJ Quicksilva. He's DJ Be Easy. I was like, you know what? Let's make it easy. Quick and Easy DJs.
That's nice. Good marketing. Great marketing.
Absolutely. And then, so I've been DJing forever, and every DJ I know was self-taught, or like they had maybe their uncle or dad or somebody that taught them, but it never was a school. Like you've had like Scratch Academy and stuff like that, but at least here in the Baltimore, DC area, DMV, I never heard of any schools where you can actually teach. Now, here's the crazy part, what you said about the youth. My school isn't just for kids. Yeah. The youngest person that's been in my class that's passed was 10. The oldest person was a 66-year-old lady.
What was the reason for her to get into DJ?
The crazy part, she was like, I always loved music, but I never knew where I can go to learn how to DJ.
Oh, so that's her dream.
And she was actually dope. Her DJ name was like DJ Granny. It was like something funny.
DJ Granny.
But when I started the school was to really save the art form, because what I've noticed over the years, I'm a turntablist. I come from turntables and mixers, scratching, mixing, blending. Right. But over the years, with the technology, people have went and the skill set was lost. Now everybody just press and play on a laptop and, hey, I'm a DJ now. I got a laptop. I'm a DJ now. Mm-hmm. And I would be playing with DJs and they really couldn't count bars. They didn't know where the one was. They didn't know where the hook and the instrument, like they didn't know any of this. They just know I'm a shout out to somebody, popping balls and press play on the next record. So I'm like, I got to do something to save the art form of DJing. But that turned into an actual school. Like we have a school, like a real school you go to every.
How long is the curriculum?
The curriculum is 5 weeks, so it's every Tuesday or Thursday for 5 weeks. In 5 weeks you graduate. So we have a beginner course, and then you have an intermediate course. Okay. So technically, to go through everything, it takes about 10 weeks. Okay. But a lot of people just do one to the other. But like, it's not mandatory to go from the beginner to intermediate. But long story short, I started that with Beezy because I really wanted to save the culture, and now it's turned into something bigger than that. Because now I have so many. Right now, my radio show is syndicated, so every city I'm in, they want a DJ school. So that's my goal. My goal in the next year,
big time, quick.
In the next year, is to have at least 3 to 5 more schools open up. And now we can franchise Quick and Easy DJ. So that's the goal, and I'm not gonna say that's the goal. That's what's going to happen. I just got to put the work in to make it happen.
Yeah. Love. For sure. That's love.
Yeah.
That's love. So look, let's take a turn real quick. We ain't talk no sports.
You my guy.
You know what I mean? We ain't talk about we ain't talk you got a Milwaukee Bucks hat on in here. I know you're not a Bucks fan. So let's talk.
It matched my outfit.
I know it is. It's cute.
Right.
All right, let's talk sports for a second.
Talk to me.
I know you a Ravens fan.
Die hard. I DJ for the Ravens for years, and I've been Ray Lewis' personal DJ for the last 20 years. Yeah, I DJed every party Ray Lewis has ever had.
Shouts out to my guy Ray. So
the GOAT, by the way.
So basketball, who you rocking with?
So it's weird. I'm gonna tell you why it's weird. By default, you know I DJ for the Wizards. Yeah. So by default, I was a Wizards fan because I was a part of the team almost for a minute. But right now, team wise, it's weird. Like people like
it's up in the air.
It's up in the air. Like I'm a fan of players.
Me too.
I'm a fan of players.
I'm glad we went there because we always get into these debates and debacles. Mm-hmm. Who your favorite player?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Right today.
Quick, it ain't that hard.
No, give me a second, Rob. Boy, Jesus. Right. Who's the guy in basketball right now? And you got to give it to the king. It's LeBron.
Come on, man. I said, come on, man. I'm just gonna look at y'all.
You can't not say like LeBron. He just posted something today where he just surpassed everybody. Everybody. Jordan, Kobe.
Come on, man. The numbers.
As of today, he has had 17 seasons with 25 or something more points and everything. Like nobody's ever done that
his
ever.
His career is phenomenal.
Did you see him jump over the dude head up?
Right.
Like, career is phenomenal.
I mean, so you like LeBron James?
I love LeBron.
Who you got winning that thing this year?
That's tough.
Yeah, I know. I'm
not putting.
No. We're gonna put this on film.
I'm a gambler. And I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You don't know.
I really don't know.
You don't know who you like. Give me your top 4 teams that you think is gonna be.
I mean, Lakers, that, of course.
I'm glad you said it.
It's LeBron.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Right. Is he a Laker fan or something?
No. I'm just no, because we always get into debates, and these two idiots think that they, you know what I'm saying? I love them, but they say the Clippers. Somebody said the Clippers last. He wants the Hawks to go everywhere, but they're not going anywhere.
Right.
So we always have these heated debates.
I'm gonna tell you who might shock y'all, and once again, I'm not saying this because. Like, don't sleep on the Wizards. The Wizards got like a nice little run going right now with them, and like they got a nice little run going right now. Now, I don't know if they're gonna go out, but right now, like I think especially when John Wall first left, a lot of people was skeptical of what Russell Westbrook gonna do and how Bradley Beal gonna step up. Beal and Russell have been
look
balling
good together, man.
Like they've been balling, my nigga.
That trade worked out. Huh?
They've been
that's a
balling.
nice one too, right there.
Russell he just hit another record.
He did
a triple double. So
triple-double record.
Yeah.
Quick, if you had your franchise and you wanted a point guard, would you go with AI or Russ?
Ooh, I like that.
Damn, that's tough.
I know who I'm going with.
I'm gonna go with probably AI because of the attack. Like Russell has the attack, but like AI changed the game of basketball. Let's start here. Like before AI, like he brought street ball to basketball to the point they start making rules of things you couldn't and can't do. Now you got to dress differently because AI is coming in here with his mom braiding his hair with his tattoo, Sean. So now we got to put a new rule up where guys got to wear suits walking in. People don't. That was because of Allen Iverson. Like he came in crossing up Jordan. And now they new rule you can't cross over from under their hand. Like they start making new rules up. Now AI changed the face of basketball, so you got to give him his flowers. Like, hey, I'm taking AI.
So we talking NBA. It's getting to the NFL. We all know you're a Ravens.
That's my sport. I used to be a football star, by the way.
Yeah, we gonna get into that too.
Let Rob tell him he's a football guy.
You a Ravens fan. I know you die hard. I love Lamar Jackson. I think he's one of the most athletic quarterbacks the game has ever seen. I think his talent is by far one of the special talents in the generation. Special player. Best athlete on the field every Sunday.
Absolutely.
They're missing a number 1 wide receiver, right? Number 1 stud wide receiver. In your opinion, and Rock is gonna get mad. Because you know where I'm going with it. What do you think if the Ravens trade for Julio Jones?
Here we go. Hey, Julio, you ain't going nowhere, baby. We got you.
If that happens, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
You know what happens? Y'all win a Super Bowl.
I'm going Super Bowl bound.
Absolutely. I'm not mad at it.
So quick, I will tell you, in the AFC, the Ravens is my favorite squad.
Ravens
I ain't gonna be that mad easy.
Ravens is like, and this is the thing I tell everybody about the Ravens. Even years where we didn't go to the ship, where we didn't go to the Super Bowl, or like we always are your top contender.
Facts.
Like
facts.
Every team really don't want to play the Ravens.
No.
Like
you do not.
You really don't want to play
Baltimore.
You don't want to come to Baltimore.
You really
like,
don't.
I want the smoke, but I really don't want the smoke.
Most people
who don't know about the Ravens don't even know who the quarterback was.
Right, like and the Ravens play different football. Like Harbaugh tell you, like we call it Ravens football. Like we're a little more rougher. Like I know you're gonna get up, but I'm gonna make a mistake and kick you by mistake. Like we, I'm gonna try. Right. Like
you know, that team's definitely gonna leave a pound of flesh on the field.
And just think about the year, like, I mean, I know we're talking present, but just think about the year when you had Ray, Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, like, I mean...
So many.
I mean, like...
The Super Bowl years.
Like, this think, like... Could you imagine, like, this when the defense was, like, their defense is always good, but that's when they the best defense in football.
Yeah, they was. I was playing with Seattle Seahawks. I saw Ray Lewis in person.
Like, I don't want the ball when Ray in the middle. No.
Listen, dude,
when Coach say, hey, John Smith, you're going to run an up slant across the middle. And look at it. No,
listen,
not.
Look,
me and Josh, call an audible timeout. No, absolutely.
I would say like this.
I got to go against Ray Terrell and Reed, who could probably intercept me because he's a fucking ball shark.
I would tell you like
care how good Josh is. Every going to be here. And as soon as you throw it, then they're going to do that little dumb running dude. And one, give me that.
And then Ray going to hit you.
And Ray hit you just because you shouldn't have came across the middle.
I'm going to tell you like this. I saw Ray Lewis in Los Angeles, California. I didn't even want to shake his hand because I knew it was going to be too hard. You know what I'm saying? Right. Ray one of them guys like, what's up, baby? What's up with you? Like, God damn, that's a heavy embrace.
And that nigga, he give you all. He going to give you all of that.
And then what's up, baby?
Hit your back and you be like, yo, Ray, that hurt,
bro. I just lost everything in my back. You know what I mean?
Ray, I love Ray to death, man. Great guy,
amazing
man. Great guy.
What you think the ceiling for Lamar Jackson is? You think he can
as long as we can keep him healthy, one, that's most important for any quarterback. But we got to make sure that offensive line stays the way it needs to be. If we can protect him, Lamar has an amazing future ahead of him, but we got to keep him protected. And we have to get him, I think this year, but last year, he's kind of gotten better with like playing NFL football. Mm-hmm. I feel like at first when he came in, he wanted to run so much because he's that good at it. Like you don't want him to get open field because you know most likely you're not going to catch him, right? But and that's his football. Like I'm not mad. I don't want him to be a throwing quarterback all the time. But it got to a point where he was taking too many hits for me. Yeah, he was getting like Lamar, you gotta know when to drop. Like you gotta know when to slide.
I don't want you ending up like, God rest his soul, not rest his soul, but God, rest his peace as far as RG3. Obviously things didn't pan out for him.
right.
You said God rest his soul.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, what happened to Washington killed him.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why it like came out. You know
Lamar, if you watching Lamar, you gotta know when to slide, my nigga. Slide. Run out of bounds.
Something.
Right. Like don't keep taking them.
Take them hits. You can't do that.
I know in Little League we taught to drop the shoulder, but if I was a quarterback, I don't want to see you dropping your shoulder down ever. Like,
don't drop your shoulder, man.
Slide. Just imagine RG3 never got hurt.
Well,
hey, we'd have been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Joe Montana.
You like Joe
Montana. Only because it's weird because I think that was my first, like, as a fan, as a kid, 7, 8 years old, playing football. Like, I was 49. That's my first team, 49ers. But I'm a 49ers fan when you had Joe Montana, Ronnie Lott, and Jerry Rice on the same team, who are 3 Hall of Famers, right?
Yeah, they're balling.
So, like,
they're balling.
I grew up watching Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Like, I grew up watching that. Yeah. And I grew up watching Ronnie Lott demolish people. Demolish people.
So
exactly. Let
me ask you this. You say you played football.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't say I say I play football. I play football. Say it out of it.
Okay, all right. You play
Andy winking his eye like I can't say it. Okay.
You played football. You played
Norfolk
football.
Rams.
No. You played.
And I went to the Super Bowl.
You went. Okay.
I was 12, but I went.
All right. So
I did.
Yeah. Okay. So what position did you play?
I'm just
asking.
Y'all not gonna believe it because I know I'm not the biggest guy right now. I really played starting middle linebacker and starting tailback.
That's all right.
Okay.
And I was a beast.
He was a beast.
Like that?
Absolute beast.
Yeah.
One of my moments right now, once again, I talked about this in Who Was Quicksilva. I'm gonna keep plugging that. But
got to plug.
But my moment and so, in Pop Warner football, that's like AAU sometimes for like football. So I played Pop Warner football. It wasn't like a rec league. This is like the traveling teams that travel. And 92 is actually when I went to the Super Bowl for Pop Warner happens in Florida.
Yep.
So we had a game, our championship game locally was against a team called Hanlon Park. In Hanlon Park, they were guards. Like they were guards. Like they came in with the black and gold and their bus that was black and gold and warm-up suits, like stuff we ain't never seen them like this from East Baltimore. Right? These guys come with a bus with the pictures on the side. Yeah. So we playing against Hanlon Park. I'm middle linebacker, tailback, and they had a running back named Shaka. I ain't seen Shaka in 30 years. So if you watch this documentary, send me a DM or something, just so I know you're still around. But Shaka was known through the whole league of being like the guy that do not get near him. That like, come on, the bus. Like he was running over everybody, literally everybody. So it's fourth quarter. I want to say we were down by 3. They run all the way up the field on us, and they get to like the 4-yard line with first down. So now they got 4 downs to get in the end zone on the 3 or 4 yard line. And first down, They give the ball to Shaka. I'm playing middle linebacker. So
you a Shaka.
It's Shaka. If you watch, I need you can vouch what happened to you, shorty. Get at me now. Right. But, right. So, they gave the ball to Shaka. They must call it 44 wham. And they literally, I know my plays. Okay. I play football. I see 44 wham. Okay, He think I don't know the terminology. Okay. So they must call 44 wham. And they made the biggest hole I've ever seen in my life. Like, they literally cleared that middle. And it was literally like
mano.
It's me versus you. One of us.
Somebody got to go.
So I don't know if my adrenaline rush or what it was. And I didn't want to get ran over. Because if you get run over and they score and you lose the championship, it'll make it like now. I can't get on the bus and ride home.
You can't go home, period.
Right. I'm going to cry all that. I'm going to cry all that. Right.
No, you done.
But they came through that middle. And I remember the coach saying, the dude is big. Hit low and wrap. Right. Hit low and wrap. Because quick, you can't go hit up with him. That shorty, like, I don't know if he was older but lighter or playing ringer. Right. Yo was just bigger than the whole team. He came through the middle. Hit him and he fumbled.
So
as football, y'all play football. Most coaches say when the fumble, fall on the ball. That's what you're taught.
You try to scoop and score?
Better. In my mind, I'm like, I can fall on the ball and time can run out and we can lose by 3. Or quick, pick that ball up and take your chances.
Yep.
Picked the ball up and ran.
Nah, you ain't run that thing. You ain't go
right
to the
hand
house.
to the
you
man.
Didn't go to the house on the
right. Nigga, Shaka, could you DM him?
He went to
literally
the house.
Took it to the house and scored a touchdown, and we won that game. And that's how we end up going to Super Bowl.
I'm gonna call you championship quick from now on.
I can't make this up. Yeah. This is right hand on my kids.
Scoop and score.
Come on.
Scoop and score.
Hey, Shaka, if you watch it, I know he's still having nightmares about that day. Right? It's been 30 years and he still don't like me. Right? Still don't like me.
He gonna pull up in the club. I don't like that.
Right.
They got the saying scoop or score or tips and overthrows.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So I picked that joint up, took it to the house, man, and that's the funny thing is, you've been in my crib. I don't know if you've seen it. I actually got that jersey frame. My wife got the jersey frame.
That jersey frame up in the house. Why he got his little league jersey in here?
Because I took it to the house, man. Come on, man. I got to brag about that. That's like frame outside my office in my house.
Nah, it is.
Real life.
The jersey about this big.
He always got to make jokes, man.
Who jersey is this?
That's daughter's jersey.
Who lady jersey is this?
So that's crazy. So yeah, quick. So what's up next? What you got leveling up?
I got so much going on. Like I said, of course, my radio show, Quicksilva Show. Shout out to my co-host Dominique Diva. We on every day 3 until 7 worldwide. Quick and Easy DJs is doing phenomenal.
Dope show, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Y'all go check it out.
Absolutely. QuicksilverShow.com. You can hear it for anywhere in the world. I still got my nightclub in Baltimore, downtown. That's we just reopened up 2 weeks ago. We was closed due to COVID, of course. Right. We just reopened.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. A lot of clubs didn't make it through COVID. Yeah. Blessedly, we made it, and now we're here.
Yep.
What else do I have going on? I just launched 295 Entertainment, which is a funneling bridge to get artists in label relations. A lot of artists, they got rid of like artist development and stuff like that. So what I do with 295, shout out to my partners Angie Ange and Sean Caesar, who's my manager, we find out who's already popping and we kind of coach them on how to maneuver and get the right deals. And we've already gotten deals for artists in the last 3 months. I mean, shout out to Tate Cobain. Mm-hmm. He just produced and wrote Nicki Minaj's record for that. Roddy Racks, we just got him signed with Def Jam. So, we working. What else I got on? The party kingpin is still DJing parties all over the world.
Okay. Talk your talk. Talk your talk. Come on. I got to gas you up real quick.
I'm just speaking facts, man.
Okay, all right.
But I'm going to tell you what, my bigger calling for myself is inspiring. My vitamin of the day is taking on a life of its own. When I first started doing them, and once again, I've never wrote down a vitamin in my life. These are all my thoughts off the top of my head. So when I first started doing them, I was just doing them just for radio. But they've taken on a life to the point where I'm now getting like paid bookings to speak at companies and speak at colleges. I don't know if you remember, I spoke at the March on Washington in DC for the Black Lives Matter movement. I think my calling, the DJing aspect opened up so many doors for so many different business ventures. But with the inspirational piece, that's my purpose. I always say a lot of people never find their purpose in life. You kind of just go through life winging it, but you never really live life for a living. Like you don't really live life for a living to a point where you're like living. You're existing and you're working to pay bills. Like that's really the fact. Most people wouldn't work if they didn't have any bills. Like if you can tell me I can live for free and I ain't got no bills, I don't know anybody but like, I'm just gonna go to work just because I like working. Like most people don't want to work, but you're forced to work a job that you hate because you have bills to pay, you got families to feed. So like, I think with the motivational piece, I think that's going to take me another 50 years. Like DJing wise, I'm 26 years in the game. I probably got another 20 in me if I want. I might got another 30 if I want. It depends on if I want. But with the motivational piece, that's going to take me to the grave. Like I'm going to be able to be doing public speaking and inspirational speaks forever because that's something that I'm just naturally gifted with. Like I didn't go to school to learn how to public speak or motivate. It came natural. And a lot of times I tell people it's not that I'm even trying to be like this motivational guy. I just tell my story. And then my story inspires people. And like I said, never let your circumstances dictate your outcome. Never let where you come from dictate where you're going. Everybody has potential for greatness. Everybody. Like everybody has potential for greatness. Most people just settle when they become good. So it's like, in order to be great, you got to be extra. Like you got to work extra hard. You got to put in 20 hours a day for 20 years straight. Like most people just don't have that in them. Like it's easy to become complacent when you're good at something. Like if you're good, you got a check, you got a nice little crib, you got a car, you go to vacation one, like you're good.
They call that laying down. Quick.
Right, you're good.
Laying it down.
But once you get to a point where you be like, I'm not going to settle for being good. I want to be great. But to be great takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and consistency, and sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a lot. You have to sacrifice missing moments in your life that you normally wouldn't miss. But because I want this, whatever the it is, it takes over your life. So most people don't want to be great. They want to become good in their life. I can't stand good. Like I want to be great so bad in every aspect of my life. That's why I still work the way I work. Like I've been blessed to have. I have enough going on where I'm not working for money. Like I'm okay.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's really, I just like what I do. And I love that I'm able to help other people become successful. I told my manager, I told Sean, I said, in the next 5 years, I want at least everybody around me a millionaire. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I know I'm going to do it because if they work like I work and they put in those principles of being consistent, it's going to happen. Unfortunately, we allow social media to rush us. So now we're such in comparison with people we don't know anything about. We're in comparison with celebrities that we know nothing about. We're in comparison with people who we don't even like. And now we're rushing our success because I want to one up her. I want to one up him. And now you become frustrated when you see somebody doing something and you feel like it should be you. I tell everybody, if you make yourself the best version of yourself, eventually money will chase you. Fame will chase you. Everything will chase you, but you got to make yourself the best version of yourself and create a strong team around you. And creating a team, this is the most important part. This is probably the deepest thing of everything we talked about. When creating a team, everybody has to have one focus, and that's for the team to win. So in sports, we always talking about we, right? Or it's no I in team. But that's so real. I tell everybody, if me and Rob or whoever are on a team, sometimes you, sometimes me, but all the time we. That has to be your mentality. I'm going to win on some days and he's going to lose. He has to be proud when I win. Because we won.
We won.
He's going to win and I'm going to lose. I might get canceled that day. But guess what? We won. But then we will have days when we win together, then it's that much bigger. So you have to make sure everybody in your team wants you to win. A lot of people are in competition secretly with their friends and family, and people you think that's rooting for you, they're not. They're in competition with you.
Ouch.
Those people can't be on your team.
Ouch.
And a lot of times we want our team to be our friends and family. Unfortunately, in this business, your friends and family are not your target audience.
Talk that talk.
Like we get upset and frustrated when we come up with a business or an idea and our friends and family aren't supporting it. But then we alienate the people who love us. So we'll post something. I don't know, we'll post something we're trying to market and 30 people like it. And we might got 20,000 followers. And we're mad that the 19,007, whatever, didn't like it, instead of focusing on the 30 who did. Because here's a fact with numbers. You know, if you double a number every day for 10 years, you get to millions. So right now, if I take one person and then double, it's 2 people, then it's 4 people, then it's 8 people, then it's 16 people. Like if you do that over and over again, now you're focusing on the people who love you, not the naysayers. They're going to be there. Not the haters and the doubters. They not going nowhere. That's their job. The trollers, that's their job. They're miserable and they hate their life.
Facts.
So their goal is to now try to figure out a way to make you hate your life. Don't worry about them. Focus on the people who love you. Focus on the people that support you, and everything else will fall in place.
Gems.
Before we let you go, quick, go ahead, give us the day your docu-series coming out.
Oh, who is Quicksilva? Who is Quicksilva is the name of the documentary. It's going to be it's supposed to be a documentary, but it's definitely going to be a docu-series because, like I said, my life story is just long, man. It's long, man. I've been through so much stuff in my life that I'm excited to share my story finally. In hopes to really inspire somebody. Like that's really, somebody said, why are you doing this, Quick? It's really to inspire somebody to know that it's possible. Like I live a life right now, fellas, that I didn't know existed. Like I really lived the life of like somebody. But that I never knew this. Like I grew up on Shady Side Road in East Baltimore, if you know anything about Baltimore. And most people don't make it off Shady Side. Like it's generational. Like, you lived on there, then your grandmother lived in the same house, and y'all like to live where I live now. And all my neighbors are multimillionaires and superstars, and like that wasn't in my thought process. Like that wasn't possible. I saw it on TV, but I didn't think it couldn't happen for me. But I want to show people that you can really grow up how I grew up and now live here. You can grow up how I grew up and now own all the stuff that I own. Like it's possible. I'm a walking testimony that I've been through everything bad, everything. But I'm still here. And not just am I here, I'm at the top of my game. Like I'm not just relevant like, oh, I know him, that's my old uncle. Like Quicksilva is in your top 3 somewhere in every category.
Guaranteed.
Like every category, from radio to clubs to business to whatever. Like, and I've been that for over 20 years. Like that's not an easy thing. It's fun becoming hot. It's hard staying hot. It's like making money. It's so fun making money. It's so hard to keep money. You know how many people used to have money?
Yeah, a lot.
I know him. Yeah, he used to be getting it back in the day. He messed up now.
Look at him.
Like, look at him. Look at him. It's not easy. It's not easy. Like it's the fun part of success is the rise to the top. The fun part is when you first start making money. Your first million. Like you feel like I made it. Oh my God.
What was your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration coming up, honestly, I always wanted to be a better version of myself.
What keeps you inspired?
My kids, not even close. Like my kids are my why. My kids and like once you have kids, like I always say, you never love somebody until you have kids. Like let me say it again. You never know how much you can love somebody until you have a kid. Like I love my wife. She loves me. I love my grandmother. I love my brothers. Like I love my family. I love them. I would die for them right now. But your kids is different type of love. So now I realize that everything I do in my life affects my kids first. It affects everybody else, but like if daddy's messed up, the kids are messed up. If daddy does something messed up and he goes to jail, the kids had no dad. Like my mindset is just different because I know that I'm living for now my last name, not my first name. Where at one point in life it was about Quick. Now it's about the Silva name. It's about my wife, my kids, my legacy. And I think that for me keeps me motivated because it feels so good when my kids and my wife, but my kids, when they call me and they're proud and are they happy or I'm on TV and my daughter, I'm like, I was at dance and my friend said they saw you on TV. Like, and she's just happy, not knowing, like, not even knowing like what her dad is, but I know everybody loves my dad. Yeah. So like, you know, that's my why. I always say you got to have a why that you're passionate about. To the point that I'll tell you, if your why don't make you cry, it's not strong enough. Like you got to have a why that you're really passionate about to the point where it's something bigger than you. Because if your why is money, you're going to stop doing it when the money's not there.
That's true.
If your why is fame, you're going to stop doing it when you're not getting the likes and followers or social media BS. Like you have to have something that's so big that you're passionate about that no matter what's going on in my life, as long as they're happy, I'm okay.
That passion is there. That fire going to keep burning.
Absolutely.
And when that
no
fire
matter what.
keep burning, you're going to keep going.
No matter what, my brother.
You know? So, I mean, lesson learned, man. You know, find your purpose and the rest will come pretty much.
Amen, man. Let the church say amen. Now pass it off and play, get my money. Not joking.
But I mean, that's a hell of a testimony, Quick.
For sure.
Anybody want to say anything else before we wrap this thing?
Man,
I just want to appreciate you for coming, bro.
Appreciate you for coming, man.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Quick, for all of the inspiring words, the gems that you dropped. If they watch it to the end, they gonna come out with something on this. You know what I mean?
You know, every day when I do my vitamin, I always start by saying I have one goal today. I have one goal, and that's to inspire at least one person.
That's it.
That's it. You know, my radio show, I get millions of listeners. If I inspire 1 million, thank you.
Right.
But if I do one, my job has been done.
Life has changed.
It's one. I need one per day because one is going to double to 2 to 4 to 8.
That's that compound thing.
Come on, man.
That thing they call compound.
Compound.
Yeah.
That's some college words. That's some college words.
You like that. Oh, man, Quick, I appreciate you for coming through,
thank y'all, man. And keep doing what y'all doing, man. This is love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love. Always. Positive vibrations no matter what, man.
You know the vibe different on this set. But that'll wrap it up. Sports and Street Talk, Season 2, Episode 2. Rob over here dropping shit.
Right.
You know,
I make him nervous because every time, like Rob talk all that stuff about pool and stuff like that, and he comes to my house and he comes over. He just
lost the game of pool. He just lost the game of pool.
He comes to my house with his chest out. Come on, you raggedy rascal, let's go. And I bust his ass every time.
Quick, the last time I was over your crib though, I ran it up on you twice.
Yo, I was fried drunk.
It don't matter if you was fried rice, cooked grease, baked beans. I don't care.
My kid could have beat me that day. Right? Yo, I'm over there.
Your wife was down there. Everybody was down there. I won.
I'm wet. Of course, right.
But
congratulations, he beat me when I was drunk, y'all.
Don't matter. I beat you when you was sober too. On New Year's Eve. I remember.
It's equal. It's tied up.
It's tied up.
When we doing a tiebreaker?
He don't want to smoke. He don't want to smoke.
We could do it on live.
We
could do it on live.
He don't want no smoke.
But I'll wrap it up. Sports and Street Talk, Season 2, Episode 2 with Quick. Check it out on www.snstalk.net. All the latest apparel, dad hats, hoodies. Man, it's cold out here on East Coast and West Coast. That hoodie season got to be in. Quick, I'm going to have to get you a hoodie. You're going to be looking fly and slim fitted, you know.
Absolutely.
Get you real swaggy.
You
know how we do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, catch us next time. Peace and love.
Peace and love,
Peace and love, y'all.